Facemasks. I need you to turn the screen. There you are. Yep, and there's 2 more. Like, get out the screen! See, webs like these, yes, are different than webs like this. Like, this seems like a legit web, but if it had finer webbing in it, then it would be a different type of insect that mimics a spider. The nutrients, which this is seaweed that I've been fermenting for a while. It's gonna be great for the actual, like, yeah, the actual plants. They're gonna love this. They're gonna love this. There's also a lot of flowers blooming right now as well. Yes, it's the autumn, so naturally there are leaves falling, but there's also flowers blooming, and it's pretty funny. It's pretty weird to be able to look at, to look at this stuff that's going on and to understand it for all of the ways in which it denotes how energy and frequencies flow. The blooming and the falling of energy denotes a sine wave. At what mindset must one start at and be at in order for a lesson and the truth or being correct be the same type of method? From the stance of someone trying to teach another person a lesson, the lesson becomes messy after you start getting into the physical aspects of things. So any lesson or rightness should come through the concepts of the eyes, ears, and mind. That is usually considered also the realm of spirituality, even though spirituality gets heart deep. Spirituality technically gets all the way deep, all the way through the body, because people often try to separate material and spiritual, and that is a ridiculous thing to do, in my opinion. It's because people demonize the word material, but they are material, and the things within material are things that they utilize all the time. To become immaterial, i.e. more spiritual, and which method that is and what time frame that is and all of those other things, all those things matter, but it's aside from the point of being right. Like an adult and an adult, one can be right and another can be right, or one can be right and another can be wrong, because the truth is such a wide concept that it literally encapsulates everyone's perspective in the truth. Which way they reference that truth is what creates the truth or a lie. So someone telling a truth or telling a lie directly impacts the trajectories and directions of another person. The distinction is that the directions that those two things take, eventually one of those overcomes the other. Eventually one of those becomes known as the truth. In my personal opinion, lies are the types of untruths that have an expiration date. Sometimes that works out for the liar and sometimes it doesn't. I'm the type of person that doesn't put myself in such a position for liars to have a chance, just because of this concept and others. So, long story short, to be right is not the same piece of our spiritual experience as to learn a lesson, because the lesson is something that is required in understanding a human soul and the way that that person is organized in their completeness. And in understanding soul completeness and experience, that it is done through the first person observation. And then the second person observation has some validity, but a first reference versus a second reference is never as reliable. One has the right to explain their case, and within certain degrees, that is something that many can observe and reference in terms of the understanding of what that thing is. Though one does not always have the guarantee of winning a circumstance based off of those things presented. That is law.